Okay, season 2, episode 13. What happened? I don't remember. We begin the episode with Kleiman, which I still don't give a shit about. I give absolutely no shits about them. I could care less when they're on screen. Apart, I care when Simon's on screen. I don't care when Clary's on screen because... Not a fan of Clary, but, I could care less for Kleiman. Jace and Maya, being friends, I'm here for it. I'm alright for it. I'm okay with it, but, them hooking up, don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate it, and I don't love it, so... I mean, they're not going to start seriously going out, if that's what everybody thinks. It's just a hookup, that's all it is. It's just a fling. If they start going out, that'll be really weird. And we all know next episode, Clary's going to have to pick. Is it going to be Simon or is it going to be Jace? I hope she picks herself. But anyways, Maya and Jace sharing a hate for Kleiman. I mean, can I get in on that? Not the whole sex part. I'm not a part. I don't want to be a part of that. But like the whole shitting on Kleiman, I'm here for that part. I'll leave just before the next part happens. Also, can Simon just take his band's name? Because a band is like more than one person. So can the lead singer just leave and just take the band's name with him? I don't think that's fair. And I don't think Clary should have booked a gig for him in his old band's name. He should just be Simon, the vamp. Mundanes will be like, wow, that guy sounds edgy. Probably like Twilight. Little do they know, he's literally Edward Cullen, except he just doesn't glitter in the sun. And then I heard that name that I hated so much. Izzy, looking beautiful as ever, walks through the elevator, which... Elevators in this place? How big is this place? She walked through the elevator, and Alec, my boy, looking beautiful. He's very tall. He's gotten very tall. He's grown up. He says the word Max. Max can choke. Vampires literally want Simon to be their, like, cult leader. That's what I'm gonna fucking call it. Vampires? I hate vampires. They're just cults. They're just fucking cults. That's all they are. The only vampire I don't hate is Simon. But, like, during this season, I'm kind of hating him again, and now I'm liking Raphael more. Whatever. I said something in my last episode. I was like, what Simon did to Raphael was wrong, but Raphael threatened Simon's family. Well, yeah, that's because it's Raphael. And Simon got to grow up with his family, while Raphael literally only has his sister, and his sister might last like another fucking day more. Look at her, she's old. So, it hit Raphael a little bit harder than it would have hit Simon, because Simon's been with his family all his life. I know, family is family. If you get your family killed, that still fucking sucks. But Raphael cares about his family a little more than Simon. That's what I say. So, you want to fight me, go ahead. That doesn't stop anybody. Anyways, I wouldn't want a nerd to be my leader. Unless it was in school, because if a nerd's your leader, a nerd knows what to do, and a nerd's smart, so a nerd could get you a 100 on a project. Unless the nerd is a fake nerd. We all know there's a lot of fake nerds in high school. I don't know if y'all know, but Luke is literally my dad. That's not in, like, a funny way. Like, Luke and Isaiah, the same person. He reminds me of my dad so much, and it's terrifying. And I'm just, Isaiah could literally be my dad. Like, if my dad and Isaiah got together and just sat down and had some coffee, they would get along just fine. I'm gonna ask Isaiah if he wants to hang out with my dad. Not me. My dad. Because then I would have the hookup and my dad would have the hookup. Who doesn't want their dad to have a hookup? Not like drugs, but supernatural shit, like Shadowhunters actors. What am I talking about? Can you tell I haven't slept in like 3 days? This episode touched on discrimination very, I wouldn't say lightly, very, I don't know the word, but it touched on it, and it meant a lot to me. Like, the part with Luke, they dragged Luke in, and they were like, he said, are you accusing me? Or are you telling me? And that's really what happens in this world. You get accused because of the color of your skin, and it sucks, very much, and I'm sorry for being serious, but this episode was very fucking serious, especially when Maya, fucking not even later in the episode, goes, I've been stopped on the street for nothing more than being black. Like, that's a real fucking problem, and the fact that they touched on that actually made me happy. The fact that they brought that up, and that the clave isn't any fucking different. They're homophobic, they're racist, they're sexist probably too. There are a lot of ists. More ish than ists, but they're gross. I hate the clave a lot. So much. Okay, that's enough. Alright, we don't gotta be serious anymore. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about how Carrie looks like Carrot's head daughter. What's up with that? Now this bitch that's head of the institute right now, I still don't know her fucking name, and I do not care to learn her name. She's coming at Luke. And honestly, if I were Luke, listen, I would have said, there is enough white people accusing me of shit. I don't need you and your Lulu looking hairstyle to come at me and asking me if I had something to do with this. I told you, no. Now get your Horton here's a who looking ass out of my face. Let me go home, because I have some teriyaki chicken waiting for me. I love teriyaki chicken. Alec has a resting bitch face. It's not even resting. It's wide awake. He has a wide awake bitch face. A bitch face that has had coffee every single night for the last year. Hasn't had a drop of sleep. A wide as fuck, a woke ass bitch face. That's what he has. A woke ass bitch face. New name, woke ass bitch face, Alec Lightwood. I'm still a little bit bitter that Jace only got to be head of the institute because he has a special last name. I could care less what the fuck your last name is, buddy. That got very serious. I'm not sorry, but I'm very stressed. So here, just keep going. Let's keep going, and hopefully I loosen up and I have some fun while doing this. Jace, I see you. I see you looking out for Alec and being like, you know what? It shouldn't be me that's head of the institute. It should be Alec. Yes, we all agree with you. But remember, Jace, she's white. Anyways, I'm glad Jace looked out for Alec, but of course, he wasn't. They weren't gonna give that up on him that easily and be like, nah, dude, you gotta be head of the institute. You're a Herondale. You gotta be head of the institute because you're a Herondale and you got golden eyes and golden hair and a very pale complexion. You're a Herondale. Fucking Herondales. Now listen, I've listened to a lot of music in my lifetime. I'm 805 years old. I've listened to a lot of music in my 17 years of life. But you know what my favorite song is? My favorite song is, I'm Dating a Guy That's a Downworlder. That is my all-time favorite song. I love it so much. When I'm feeling down, I put it on, and I'm all like, yes, this is what happiness feels like. Just bop to it. That's what you call real music. Alec, in a sweater, sign me the fuck up. Sign me the fuck up, and then sign me the fuck up again. Bitch, he looks so small. He's a big boy. Boy's been getting buff, and he also has a little tum-tum, and I love his little tum-tum. Like, just little tum-tum boy. But Alec in a sweater. Yes, please. Give me more. Yes, please. Thank you. Luke was right all along. The Downworlders want revenge. Now, why the fuck would you think that? Why would the Downworlders want revenge of the Shadowhunters that have been treating them like shit for the longest time? And all they've done is just save their own people instead of saving the Downworlders, which apparently is their job to keep the Downworlders safe. I don't know where that came from. Why would they want revenge? I don't understand that. They should just sit, play nice. You know what I mean? The Shadowhunters, they're there to protect them. All they've done is just save their own people. But hey, whoa. Too much? I will always be Team Downworlders. No matter what. They want to go to war? Bitch, okay, where's my shield? Where do I hide behind? I'll be there, but I won't be killing people, because I ain't about that fucking life. But I'll be there. I'll be there for support. I'll be a little cheerleader. Might get shot a couple times, but you know what? I'll do anything for the Downworld. Absolutely anything. They deserve so much. And all they've been getting is shit. It's not fair. Oh my god. White people are Shadowhunters, and everybody else is the Downworld. That's why the Downworld is so cool. Because they know how to spice their chicken. Okay. Listen. This is a job. This is a new job. I need to find out the name of this guy. This guy behind Alec, the guy, I know, Alec looks beautiful, yes, but the guy standing behind Alec with the gold-rimmed glasses and the dreads, he looks beautiful, and he looks like he reads books, and he looks like he loves to draw and to write, and he looks like he's multi-talented. I love him with all of my heart. I want to be his best friend. I need to know his name. He must have a name. He must be protected. Who is he? What's his story? He looks so cool. I need to know what his name is. I understand. I understand. Alec. Nobody paid attention to the people behind him because, yes, Alec looked beautiful, but my eyes, they strayed left, and I looked at him and I was like, I love you. I don't know who you are. But all I have to do now is protect you. That's my only duty in this world, is to protect him. I need to know his name. He's just so soft. Ah, he looks like a baby boy. He's officially baby boy number 2. Wow. Like that, quick. Can you believe it? After Jace has been, like, assigned head of the Institute when she leaves, she should have left a long fucking time ago, just saying. They were happy for a good 5 seconds, and I was fine with Clary being happy. She wasn't fucking with anybody. She was happy. She wasn't fucking anybody else's happiness up. All 4 of them were just happy. They were laughing. They were like, let's not talk about this. It's just, why couldn't they be happy for longer? Now, this Malec scene was, oh, yeah, by far the best fucking Malec scene I have ever seen. Literally, it passed the I love you for me. Like, they were so touchy. They haven't been this touchy. Not even in the I love you scene. Sure, they fucking hugged, but small touches like that, that's what I've been asking for throughout season 1 and season 2A. But hey, I'm fine with you getting a hold of your shit season 2B because we got a season 3. You got a whole season to fix it. And you're already fixing it. So Shadowhunters writers, kudos to you. I fucking see you. We begin this beautiful scene with Magnus opening the door. Harry Shim Jr. Alec literally lifts up his eyebrows like, wow. Whoa, dude. You're hot. Like, oh, can I take you out for a second? Maybe at that point he forgot that they were boyfriends for a good solid second. He's like, wow, dude. I get you? Like, ooh, alright, okay. And then fucking Magnus literally just plays with his ears and goes, I was bored. If that's what you do when you're bored, I want to know what you do when you're entertained, because oh my god, boy, you look good. You look beyond good. Amazing. Iconic, breathtaking. Groundbreaking. You know when they kissed and Alec lifted up his brows and he was like, ah, yeah. I'm 100% sure Magnus grabbed his ass. I mean, he wouldn't just have that facial thing that happened to him. He wouldn't do that if it was just a kiss. He's kissed him many times. Well, why is it any different now? But I'm pretty sure that Magnus Spain grabbed Alec Lightwood's ass. It's canon. It's canon. Alec saying High Warlock of Brooklyn is my kink. And of course, Shadowhunters writers, I loved you. I loved you. And like every Malec scene, you make it happy and then it goes to shit. And fucking Alec calls the Magnus dramatic, and Magnus does the soul, and he's very dramatic when he plucks out his hair, and he's like, and then he says, get out. Ah, and Alec should have been quicker. I would have been quick. I would have ran. No, if the boy told me to get out, I wouldn't even, like, he'd say get, and I'd just leave. I'd just be gone. Magnus Bane telling you to get out? Alec, hurry the fuck up. You walk too slow. Simon. See, I told you this episode was mostly about race. Simon telling the story of his, was it his grandmother? About how, that they were marked as Jewish people and stuff. This episode, hit the nail on the head for those two races. It was mostly black and it was Jewish, I think so. But, kudos to Shadowhunters for doing that. Not many shows really do it. They did it well. Especially stopping the black people on the street, 'cause that is fucking real. And Simon, I sympathize with them. I just don't know what else to say. They did it very well, and I'm very happy, and it meant a lot to me. So I think that was the last time I got to be serious. Stop. Okay, let's go. Clary leaves Simon's place. Simon is a cool place, by the way. I would want to live there. It leaves Simon's place, and her being stubborn, she's like, nah, you don't gotta walk me home, blah, 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 blah. And then she gets her ass knocked out. And honestly, she should have been dragged away. She should have been dragged, and she should have got at least one rune taken away. One rune. The one on her neck. Because nobody should have a rune on their neck besides Alec Lightwood. And then we see Max. Maxwell Lightwood. Now... Listen, I hate the boy. I hate him. I love the actor, though. He's so cute. But Max can choke, dude. Like, he can die. And I wouldn't care. It's all because he was rude to Magnus Bane. And he was a little shit. And I wasn't having that. The minute you're rude to Magnus Bane, it's over. I can never like you. Which is weird because I like Alec. And Alec was, at some points, very rude to Magnus Bane. I don't know why I love Alec so much. Dot and Magnus are an example of a very healthy ex-boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Like, they're still friends. They dated, and they're still friends. They can still talk about their love lives. Now, Dot trying to kiss Magnus, I don't blame her. The boy's beautiful. The boy's gorgeous. I'd want to kiss him too. And then Magnus. I'm a one soul at a time kind of guy. Representing bisexuals all across the globe. That was a line that was absolutely iconic. Every one of his lines is iconic, but still, magnificent. Remember when I said my favorite song was I'm dating a downloader? I'm dating a guy that's also a downloader. Well, my second favorite song is I'm in love with Alec. It's a song about being in love with Alec. I can't relate to it because I'm not in love with Alec like Magnus Bane is. I love Alec. I'm not in love with it. But it's one of my favorite songs, and I fucking bop to it when I can. Alec fighting for the Downworlders, knowing where the fucking line is, though it takes him a while to know where the fucking line is. He finds it, and he's like, no, we shouldn't put chips in them. What the fuck is wrong with you, Lindy Lou Who? What the... Lindy Lou Who? What's her name? I like that he brought up his relationship with Magnus. He's like, my relationship with a warlock is the problem with all this, because he taught me to go with my gut, and my gut says this is fucking wrong, my dude, and we shouldn't do this shit. And he's telling Jace, like, Jace, listen, dude, I know you're kind of like Herondale and stuff, and Herondales are like supreme or some shit, but listen to me, a Lightwood, because Lightwoods are like better than Herondales. I don't know what the fuck a Herondale is. Don't know why they're so superiority. Nah, I don't know English anymore either. Thanks, Herondales. Maya punching Jace in the face. Where do I sign up for more of that? She does the things that I can't do. She calls Clary out. She tells Simon, hey, don't be walking around because you're a daylighter, because you'll get yourself in some deep shit. She punches Jace in the face. She hasn't been friends with Alec. That's the only thing she has to do. Has she even met Alec? She's met Izzy and Jace and Clary, but she hasn't met Alec? She's met Magnus! And she hasn't met Alec. Am I bitter? Yes. Magnus dancing. I couldn't stop smiling during that scene because he just looked so happy. And I've never seen Magnus so happy. Unless when he's with Alec. Why can't Magnus Bane just be happy? Why do they keep doing Magnus dirty like that? Like, he's gone through so much shit. Just let him be happy. It ain't going... just... what? Jace, this whole episode was a piece of shit. Until the very end. And you ready for this? I was on Clary's side. I was on Clary's side when she was yelling at Jace, being like, listen, dude, I know you're a Herondale, but you're letting that shit go to your fucking head. You need to stop, you need to fucking listen, and you need to see what's right and what's wrong. The bitch was going off, and all I was doing was, yes, Clary, go. Yes, queen. Like, Jace let all of this fucking last name shit go to his head, and he was all of a sudden trying to suck up to the fucking Horton Hears a Who. Like, huh? And Clary wasn't having that shit. She was like, no, I don't give a shit what your last name is. What you're doing? It's wrong, blonde boy. It's wrong. Fix yourself. Before I punch you in your damn nose. It's the only time I will ever agree with Clary, so don't get used to it. My Maya and Simon heart broke. The scene was cute, but it broke, bitch. They would have been so cute. Simon could have been happy. Maya could have been happy. Fucking Clary and Jace could have been happy. Whatever. I don't know what kind of happiness they talk about, but it's not the same happiness as what Maya and Simon would have had. Oh, Shadowhunters writers. I trust you, but I don't. Fucking Max. Max, that kind of kid. Who hears about his sister going on a mission, and she literally says, it's dangerous. People could die. What goes in his head, though? He hears, it's fun. You can fly. Max fucking shows up, and then he gets his ass kidnapped. And let me tell you, he should have died. He should have died. His dumbass that decided to follow his sister onto a dangerous mission and then get himself kidnapped. He should have died. That should have been in for Max, but whatever. I guess they want to put a lot of more oomph into it when he does die, because if he doesn't die in 2B, that would just be unrealistic. And when he came around that corner, what the fuck did you think this was gonna do? This! What? Let's say it was a fucking werewolf, right? The only thing this would do would just keep you from getting your head cut off first. You'd have one hand gone, and then you'd have the other, and that would have spared you like 2 seconds of life, and then you would have died. That's all that would have done. That's all this would have done. He would have just gotten 2 seconds of life. And then he'd be dead. So Jace. Jace says, my first act as the Institute would be somewhat controversial, so I need your help. And then he looks at Alec. Oh, I don't know why this is so funny. And he looks at Alec and he smiles like, you're taking over. And Alec's dumbass says, of the Sealy investigation. Now, honestly, I understand why he would have said that, because Jace wasn't very clear on what he was taking over. So, I don't know why I laughed, but I paused the episode and I had to walk away because that was just so funny. You're taking over the Sealy investigation? Like, bitch, you gonna put me in charge of the Sealy investigation? Fuck out of my face with your golden eyes. I mean, you, Alec Lightwood, are now the head of the New York Institute, is my 3rd favorite song, played on replay. Replay? I play that song all the time, every day. Every time I turn around, but this guy around always looking at me up and down, looking at my Oh! You get the gist. It's my favorite song. It's my 3rd favorite song on the list of favorite songs from Shadowhunters. Number 5 being War of Hearts. You don't know what number 4 is? Because I haven't even figured it out. Now, what I am bitter about is that Jace had to give him the head of the Institute. I would have felt better if the Clave gave him the head of the Institute, because that means more, because it's the Clave's decision that, hey, you, Mr. Alexander Lightwood, we would like you to be the head of the New York Institute. That would have meant a lot more, but Jace doing it, he just did it because he's, well, we all know fucking Alec should have been head of the Institute. Whatever, he got it, whatever, what the fuck. Why am I complaining? He got it, Okay, last, like 3 minutes, Simon's song is a fucking bop. The Malec scene was absolutely soft. So soft. And when Alec grabbed Magnus's waist and pulled him closer, don't doubt me, because I know that fucking happened, bitch. You watch it over and you'll see. When that happened, I cried. Third of all, the Jace and the Maya makeout, it was fire. It was pretty good. Let's not make that a thing, though. Let's not make that a, like, Jace is falling in love with Maya, so he falls out of love with Clary, and then Clary dumps Simon, and Clary goes after Jace, but Jace is in love with Maya, and Maya's in love with Simon. Simon's in love with Jace. Simon's in love with Jace because Clary broke his heart. So now he's like, oh my god, I wasn't in love with Clary, I was in love with Jace the whole fucking time, but then there's Jace going after Maya, and there's Maya. The new love triangle is Jace, Simon, and Maya. Except they're all chasing after... They're not chasing after the same person. I just cracked the fucking code. I hope you liked the video. It was a bit problematic. But I am a bit problematic, and I've accepted that, so... I blinked a lot in those last 5 seconds. I think I'm gonna go sleep, because I'm tired.
And that's what you missed on
that shadow hunting show. How disrespectful. I hate my job. Is this a joke? I don't know what that means.